Hey everyone, Cold Al Soda here, and welcome back to Monthly Mods, a series where I take a look at different game mods or ROM hacks and I review them. Today I am finally going to look at Super Smash Bros. Remix. Also, quick thing I want to say, as I'm recording this video, I am almost to 100 subscribers. I am just a couple away. And I would like to thank everybody who is subscribed. I really appreciate the support that you guys give me and the super nice comments that I receive. And if you're here already, thank you for being part of the first 100 subscribers to this channel. The reason why I'm doing this is to become a part of the community and to sort of build my own. So Super Smash Bros. Remix is a ROM hack for Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, and it is yet another collaboration project amongst many different developers. And if you've never heard of it or never played it, man, you are missing out a bunch. This has been a ROM hack that I have been following since I was a junior in high school. I remember first finding out about it, and when I first played it, I was just amazed, and the game has come so far since. If I could explain this game in one word to you, it would be excessive, and I mean that in the best way possible. And what do I mean by that? Well, this ROM hack adds over 20 new characters, and it takes it from having only 10 stages to having 85 stages. Some of the characters are characters you see in later Smash Bros. Games, and they have very similar movesets, while some, like Wario, have some slightly altered movesets, and then some of the characters are just completely custom for this ROM hack. And the same goes for the stages. Some of them are stages you see in later Smash Bros. Games, and some of them are completely custom for this ROM hack as well. You also get stages in there like the desk from the opening, and if you haven't already, go check out where I rank the openings of the different Smash Bros. Games. You can fight at Metal Mario's lair, and you can fight at Final Destination, the different stages that are in the game, but you can't play in versus mode. And like I said, stages that would come in later games, such as Temple. One of my good friends would be very, very happy to hear that. And not only is there a huge amount of characters, but there are so many different alts for each characters. They add different skins, and you can play as the polygon version of each character, including all of the remix characters. If you do play as a polygon character, it disables the B button, so you cannot use specials. I think that's kind of something that's just built into the original game, because if you fight the fighting polygon team, they don't ever use specials. So you can't use special attacks, and you cannot use any recoveries. So that could add a certain level of challenge to the game. Also, something hilarious about the polygon characters is it changes King Dedede's giant hammer to look like an extremely sharp battle axe. You can also toggle different things like the models from different regions, which are very slightly altered, but it's still cool to have that option. And some characters have different variants or echo fighters. Fox has Peppy, Falco has Slippy, Captain Falcon has his original inspiration for his moveset of Dragon King, Kirby has Mad Piano from Mario 64, and Donkey Kong has Giant Donkey Kong from the one-player mode. You can change different things like make your character tiny or giant, or many different things you could just toggle in the settings. But this makes it to where, yes, you can play as Giant Donkey Kong. And good lord, is it chaotic. And you can do the same with Giga Bowser. You can also have Giant Giga Bowser. It even lets you do things like customize your shield or have player tags, which I thought was a neat little touch. And if that's not enough, there are loads of quality of life settings in the remix settings. You could just mess with that if you feel like you need to fine-tune the game in some way. There are also brand new modes added here. All of the new characters have their own custom-made Break the Target stage and Board the Platform stage. They have Remix one-player mode, which is like the regular one-player mode, except each time you're fighting different characters. That way it doesn't get super repetitive like a lot of people complain about Smash 64. They have All-Star mode, which is exactly how it is in later Smash Bros. Games. You have 3 lives, 3 heart containers, and you have to defeat all of the characters in the top left corner. You have Multi-Man mode, which is just like Multi-Man Melee. You just basically survive and try and get the highest number of KOs before you get KO'd. There is also Cruel Multi-Man mode, which is just like Multi-Man mode, but way more difficult. They even included Home Run Contest from later Smash Bros. Games. And that's of course where you do as much damage to the poor sandbag before you smack it to smithereens with the home run bat to see how far you can hit it. There is also 12 character battle, which is a 1v1 mode where you can either go against a friend or you could go against a bot, and you basically just go through 12 rounds. Also, another thing that's really cool about this ROM hack is that it completely works on actual N64 hardware. And that to me was very surprising. With the amount of things that they added here, I figured maybe it wouldn't run on actual hardware, but it really does. But yes, you can play this game on your N64, so you can have 4 people using actual N64 controllers if that's what you prefer. Or you could use something like the Brawler 64, and you guys could just play this awesome ROM hack together. You can play this on your N64 if you have an EverDrive or a different type of flash cart. What I have is the ED64 Plus, which is a budget option for a flash cart. I paid about $70 for it, and that's way better than paying like $200 for an actual EverDrive. It basically just doesn't have all the fine-tuned settings and things like that, but it plays the games just fine and does its job. As someone who grew up with Smash Bros. For the N64, if I had something like this as a kid, I would have just been completely mind blown, and I'm already mind blown by this right now. You can tell that the development team behind this puts a lot of love behind it, because not only are they constantly working on this game and adding new features, new characters, new stages, but whenever they do have an update for it, they always put out a very entertaining or goofy trailer. And actually, the first piece of content I did on this channel was a reaction to the last trailer. Maybe not my best work, but it was still fun to do. And it got way more views than I expected. I will also leave a link in the description to the Smash Remix YouTube channel, so you can go through there. They usually have a download link in their descriptions, so you can go and get this ROM for yourself. And if you do not know how to get a ROM hack or patch a ROM hack, there are plenty of tutorials out there. It's very easy to do. So all I could say is this is a very amazing ROM hack, and I would have to give it a 5 out of 5. So what do you all think about Super Smash Bros. Remix? Have you played it? Do you want to play it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very excited to see what you have to say. And let's support this awesome ROM hack together. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cold Al Soda, and I'll see you in the next one.